Well, ladies and gents, it couldn't happen to a nicer company. Disney. Disney. They're closing their most incredibly expensive attraction, Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. Do you remember that hotel that wasn't really a hotel, was more, well, I guess actually more apt to call it essentially a prison, because that's kind of how it was built. Essentially, it was just a concrete box without windows. You had to be forced into doing certain things at certain times, all centered around the brand new Star Wars characters. Yeah, that's closing. This is the ultimate defeat for Disney, because Disney actually they generally only generate an income from their parks and attractions. Their movie side of things actually has not been doing very well. Their Disney Plus has been running at a loss. The stuff which keeps them afloat is their parks, and that's why COVID was so bad for them. But Disney World has now closed, or will be closing it in late September. It's only been open for a year. Only open for a year. Just. And whoever thought this was going to do well is just such an idiot. They're selling like 2-day cruises in inverted commas, and it was like $4,800. No one's got the money for that. And then they were selling a drink, the Kyber Crystal, for $5,000. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, it's just laughable, isn't it? So this is just a quick report anyway, over on CNBC. It says Disney World Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, a 2-day hotel experience. Fucking 2-day hotel. For fuck's sake. Is closing and will make its final voyage this September, after being open for only more than a year. Like, just. And this is the thing, right? What are you going to do with that? I mean, that's a lot of real estate. And they spent... I'm so surprised that they are closing it. I would have thought that they would have absorbed the cost elsewhere and then brought it down on discounts. It really does go to show just how bad it is for Disney that they're closing it. Right? That they can't absorb costs elsewhere. That they're just happy to say, yeah, that like, I think it was like $500 million they spent building this. $500 million on a glorified prison. So they just have to close it. I mean, that's staggering. And this is a nonsense statement from Disney. Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser is one of our most creative projects ever, and has been praised by our guests and recognized for setting a new bar for innovation and immersive entertainment. This premium boutique experience gave us the opportunity to try new things on a smaller scale of 100 rooms. And as we prepare for its final voyage, we will take what we've learned to create future experiences that can reach more of our guests and fans. So essentially what they're saying is, well, we really fucked up on this low scale. These 100 rooms, we really messed that up. But what we're going to do, we're going to scale it up and then bring the cost down so we can make money. I'm guessing. I mean, this is the kind of... I mean, look at this. A drink cost $5,000. Now, it's important to note that $4,800, that $5,000 it costs for 2 days, right? And it's not even 2 days, by the way. It's not 2 days. It'd be like it's half a day here and half a day there. You don't get everything included in that $4,800. Not everything is not included, guys. How on earth did they think that this was going to make money? You don't... Like, everyone involved in this needs to be fired and never work in the industry ever again. But they'll fail up. Oh boy, howdy, they'll fail up. And this thing was ripped apart online. It was absolutely torn apart. And for good reason as well, because it just misses the mark so much. You scrap it. I mean, even look how bright and clean it is. Like, I get it, and you know, in terms of it being clean, but it's sterile. None of this looks like Star Wars that you know. It looks like Star Trek or new Star Wars. It doesn't look like the Star Wars that you know and like, right? The original stuff. It's too clean. It's too sterile. It's just like, look at it. It's all bright plastics. God. Awful. So you build an entire thing around characters that no one really likes. That the people with the money don't like. Right? You know, parents, grandparents. Who did they like? Oh, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Leia. Oh, you know, fuck them though. Oh, we only need their money. Ha 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 ha. Everyone involved in this needs to be fired massively. Straight away, fire them in the bin. It's a bad business move. This was bad all round. I still can't get over that $5 grand. And they made so many mess ups with this as well. You know, from like the lights. I mean, that was Galaxy's Edge as well. Like the lightsabers and stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, what are you going to be able to do with this now? Because it's so intrinsically linked. Like the location itself is at Galaxy's Edge. Like, you can't do anything with this. Unless they're just going to repurpose it into a ride or a building or, I don't know, sell some clothing there or something like that. I don't know. But then that's $500 million on a shop. God. Oh, it's fascinating to watch this company flounder. Because this, I mean, make no mistake, this is something which would get heads rolling. This is super bad. And again, I repeat, I am genuinely surprised that they are doing this because they are admitting defeat. And Disney doesn't do that very often. So they're really pushed to the limits here where they have to do this. It's not very often they do that. It's not very often that they're like, ah, yeah, shit, we just got to publicly say we like screwed up here. And they're doing it here. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, guys. Have you been there? Did you like it? If you haven't, why didn't you want to go there? If you're a Star Wars fan? Are you just coming here to laugh at it? Right now on this video? Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear it. Hit subscribe if you are new here. Love to have you here more often. Check out the second channel down below in the description box. Thank you all so much, guys. Have a great day. Take care.